If y'all know someone that needs the information, make sure you let them know. Go to bit.ly/King Ashley Ann, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann. You can do anything. Grab your papers, grab your tablets, whatever it is you use to take notes. Content is about to begin. If you don't know me, my name is Ashley Ann. I'm a public speaker. I'm an award-winning luxury event designer. More importantly to y'all, I'm a business builder. I try and broadcast at least 3 times a week. Tips and tricks to help you catch the coins, paper the foes, and all the shmoney you're missing out here in these streets. I am the late night business king, okay, king and a queen at the same dang time. I'm really psyched. Everybody give it up to the big G-O-D, because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. I've been able to use those to make a crap load of money for myself, but more importantly, I'm really proud that I've been able to help over 8,000 people make money with their social media accounts. Currently, over 600 of my clients are 6-figure earners, and I've helped 145 people so far do $1 million in under 12 months. Blinkety blink, blink, blink. And I'm really excited. It's about to be 146. Marketing by Mom Ray is definitely about to make that happen. So I'm super excited. I'm not good at what I do. I'm not great at what I do. I am gifted at what I do, okay? If you out here in these streets, and if I've helped you make money, go and drop the money bags, the dollar signs, the credit card emojis, the euro, the yen, the dinero. Y'all know my favorite, the money bow and the money bags. If you feel compelled to tell people how much you made or what it is that you do, you know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and you can make that happen too, okay? Whatever makes you feel good down in your shana now, as my friend Nikita B would say. Okay, next thing, yes, money, money, money bags. Thank you for all the money bags. Thank you, Lynn Credit Group. Thank you, Nicole Hayes. Thank you, Latera. Thank you, is it Get Tree Work? Thank you, Body Rehab. Yes, come on, come on. Thank you, the Sandra Sewing Company. Thank you, is it Amari or A. Marie? Thank you, King Tax Services. Thank you, M. Bougie. Thank you, Just Dietra. Thank you, Raw Vegan Goddess. Thank you, Yo Get Wanique. Thank you, thank you, DG, the remix. Yes, come through, okay? So that's what we do in these streets. We get to the bag. Commas in the kingdom. Now, if you're wondering what else makes me qualified to talk about this, thank you, Roxy, Mobile Styling, and Uniquely Pieced as well, in the Motivation Marketer, okay? And Davida, thank you, thank you. They still rolling in. Thank you for everybody that's dropping the money bags. But if you're wondering what else makes me qualified to talk about business, more importantly, I do have a BA in finance. I do have a master's in business, but more importantly than that, I have been in business for over 14 years, okay? Blinkety, blink, blink, blink. I ain't seen everything, but I've seen a lot of things, okay? And I have experience. So I've spent a lot of time, a lot of money. I fell on my butt a lot of times, and that's probably what makes me so good at what I do and why I'm able to help my clients get the results that they get. My first company is Events by Ashley Ann. It's a luxury event design and production firm. That is how I made my first $1 million. I started with $125 in a laptop. That is also how I learned that I was really good at social media marketing and monetization and sales and all of those sorts of types of things, okay? So I feel that it's important to say that, one, let me make sure we get it correct. I don't feel that I have to prove myself to anyone. That's number one. But number two, I do understand that we live in a strange time where people just make up stuff and they just pretend to be whoever they want to pretend to be. So I do understand the importance of transparency, okay? So I am very transparent with my audience. Y'all can lights. Even in the lives, I will show y'all, back end, show you parts of the account. I will show y'all PayPal, Stripe, I will show y'all what's happening inside of the Sam card. I will show y'all what's happening inside of the ads accounts and all of that good thing, because like I said, I understand the importance of validation, okay? Because I get it, because people just be out here doing the most. And I think if you do some type of transactions on the internet, I think all of us have been scammed before. For sure, for sure. Anybody else in here been scammed before? I definitely have been scammed before. So I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem in the streets with sharing the information. That's all I'm saying. So that is that. Anyway, outside of the event design and the production company, I am a distributor for a company called Tava. I use their products. Their liquid vitamins are amazing to boost your immune system. They're great for your skin, and of course, they're good for your nails, okay? Y'all know your girl don't play about her nails, honey. I get to see my tech tomorrow. I'm so excited, okay? I don't know if y'all can see. Look at that, okay? They're out there. A little crystals popping off, carrying on. I got to get my Christmas set. You know what I'm saying? So I can be out here, but these are mine. Okay, these are mine. They're good and nice and strong, except for this one. I broke this one. This is a fake tip. But the rest of them are mine. They're mine. Oh, wait, I'm lying. That's not a fake tip. It's this one. This is the one with the fake tip. This is the one over here. No, look at. That's the fake tip. You see how it's white and the rest are like brownish, like natural nail color, like ivory. No, that's the tip. I broke it, but it's growing back. You can see it underneath there, right there. Anyway, so if you need to boost your immune system, you need help, you know, getting your skin glowing, you want your hair flowing, your nails out here in this street. I get powder. I get powder. I haven't worn acrylic nails since I was 16. Once I learned how bad acrylic was, I stopped it. But anyway, do what you do. I also, outside of that, of course, I became an entrepreneur 11 years ago. So I consult and I help small business owners, individuals, and companies basically monetize out here in these social media streets. I help people with ads, product creation, sourcing, posting cycles, return paths, all that good stuff that a lot of people think is unsexy, but it's very sexy. Because when you look in your bank account and you see them commas, you be like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So that's with that. That's how we get down on that side. And I speak at a bunch of colleges and conferences and universities. I also like private events and all that good stuff. I'm a #1 best-selling author. Shout out to Kim Coles for allowing me to be a part of the Open Your Gifts project. I have a little co-working space and I dibble-dabble in real estate. So that's how your girl gets the bag. You know, you start with one thing and you multiply it and flip it into other things. So that's that. You said you just came from the tech corner. It was the bomb. Yes, honey. I told y'all. Shout out to everybody inside of Instacoin. It's lit, right? I know. Tell the truth. Y'all ain't never been inside of a program where you have this many opportunities to talk to live human beings, right? And get this many trainings. It's lit. Okay? It is lit out here in these streets. But anyway, with that being said, y'all know what I want to see. Ready. Let me see it roll through my comments. Hey, what's going on, Focus to Get Fit? So we started talking the other day about business things no one tells you, right? And a lot of you guys told me that you found the information really, really helpful. So we were covering like actual splitting your accounts, the structure of the business, right? Getting a good CPA or an accountant to have your tax strategy and planning. We also talked about, you know, taking all these L's on your taxes and how it can hurt you in the long run if you know that you want to expand and you're going to need access to capital. And so there was one other thing that I wanted to tap on before I moved into this, because tonight I want to spend some time focusing on business credit. Okay. But there was one other thing that I did want to tap on that we didn't get to last night. Okay. I know a lot of you guys process with Stripe or with PayPal, right? And so I was talking to quite a few people over the past couple weeks, and they did not realize that Stripe and PayPal actually give like loans. A lot of people don't know this. They give business loans. The business loans are not based on your credit. They are based on your relationship with PayPal and Stripe. And a lot of you guys are making yourself ineligible for the loans because you literally move every penny of your money out of the account. And they're actually really competitive with like a traditional brick and mortar bank. They're really, really competitive. I went and I checked the rate with Stripe last night just to see what it was right now. And it was a 3.4% interest rate. Y'all, that's really, really good. If you don't believe me, go look around and just kind of see what's out there. Now the interest rate got higher as the amounts got higher, but it was different, amounts, and that's going to be based on your transaction history with them. So I probably, I think I run maybe like $2.5 million, in sales through my Stripe account, on the Ashley Ann Speak side a year. So my offers are going to be like way larger than some other people's offers. You said Square ain't that cheap. I know. I know. But they're going to do your offers like literally just based on, just kind of what type of business you're generating and what is bringing in. And so I'm telling y'all this because some of you guys, maybe if you go to a traditional bank, they may not be ready to offer you a loan because maybe they feel like your business is too new, or maybe they don't feel like you've been with that branch long enough, or you're established enough, right? When I first started with my event design and production company, even though I ended up, when I got ready to move into Dallas, I did get a loan and I got a line of credit to be able to do that. You said our bundle sold out because of your course. Yes! You better come in here with a receipt. You better come in here with a sold out receipt for me tonight. Okay? Really, really excited. Yes. But anyways, there's several, I'm sorry, get myself together. Y'all know I like receipts. Congratulations. Congratulations. Really, really excited for you. Anyway, y'all know, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying, get myself back together. But there could be a variety of reasons why, you may have a hard time securing financing with a brick and mortar. With my company, they said that the event design and production business was really risky. A lot of the bankers at the time didn't understand it. So I had to put in work for quite a while before they felt like my business was secure enough to where they would give me a line of credit or a loan. Unlike if you're, banking with a PayPal or a Stripe or a Square or Braintree. And there's another one that's slipping my mind right now. They are literally just looking at what your transaction history is like with them. With PayPal, I do really recommend some of you guys, if you can, take one of those accounts and use it for like your day-to-day operations. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're generating $10,000 a month in sales, don't take all, $10,000 a month in profit. Don't take all 10,000 of that money and move it out. It may be good for you to leave like 2,000 or 3,000 in there, and maybe you can purchase your inventory for there. Maybe purchase some of your ads from there. Maybe you can turn it, you know what I'm saying? Like really, really think about it like that. Maybe you can, maybe you can do your inventory from there. If you're working with a VA, you can send out from there, but figure out how to have some type of relationship with them so that way you give yourself some options. Now, I do not recommend only running payments through like one or the other. I have multiple payment processors that I use. So at the end of the day, because again, everyone is different. So let's say PayPal is known, I think PayPal is notorious for like putting a reserve on someone's money, like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If you have a big sales weekend or a big sales day, or you get like a big influx and you didn't call them and say, hey, I'm getting ready to have a birthday promotion, or hey, we're gearing up for Black Friday. And a lot of people don't know that. That's another one of those things that nobody tells you, like business stuff that nobody tells you. You can call PayPal, or you can call Stripe, or you can hit up their customer service and say, I'm about to have a big promotion, or, we're coming up in a big, sales cycle for us because it's, the holiday time and our sales are going to go through the roof, and give them a heads up. So there's like a note in the account so it doesn't flag the system. And then all of a sudden they're trying to put a reserve on your account because that's the pits. Okay. Also, I recommend, having more than one processor, because like, when it gets into disputes, there are some things back in the day that I definitely couldn't have handled. Back in the day, if somebody filed a dispute against me, and let's say there was $2,000, up in the air, Stripe will take like 90 days to like go through the process and send you the money back. A lot of times Stripe will send us that, oh, this was awarded in your favor. Child, I forgot that it was in dispute. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just keeping it 100. Back in the day, I couldn't have just been floating around with $2,000 missing for a 90-day period of time. That really would have messed up my cash flow. So I do feel like PayPal is faster when it comes to disputes. I absolutely do. I also like PayPal because you can get a hold of a human being, honey, and you can talk to somebody, you can appeal something, you can, submit more documentation, you can talk to somebody and say, this is what happened, this is what the case was. Stripe does not give you that option. So there's, pluses and minuses to everyone. A lot of you guys ask me about Square. I don't have an issue with Square. I just feel like the cost of Square is too high. And I pray that everybody that's in here, if you can hear my voice, that one day you have the issue where you're processing so many transactions that you're like, oh, I can't process with this company because it's costing me too much money. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people start with Square because it's easy to get your hands on. It's really easy to set up. They're not doing any type of credit checks. You know what I'm saying? It's not really hard to like learn their system. But like long term, when it comes to like money and running payments and stuff, it really is not the move to make. It really ain't. Like, so because a lot of y'all are always like, what about Square? What about Square? There's nothing wrong with Square. Just money costs a lot with Square. Moving your money and transactions is expensive with Square. And I found that out relatively early, and I was like, nah, dog, this is going to be a no for me. So yeah, now there are a couple of other options that I think are great. It depends on, what we're doing. If we start to work with some of these other companies, so we're going to see what's going on with that. Okay. So yeah, you said, right, I have Square, but I'm picking up what you putting down. Yeah. You said, yep, you left Square for Shopify. I feel you. Yes. So now that I got that out of the way, because we didn't get to that yesterday, and I did want to touch on that yesterday, because a lot of you guys, when you get started, y'all just say, oh, I'm just going to be with PayPal, or oh, I'm just going to be with Square, or oh, I'm just going to be with Stripe. Nope, you need multiple payment processors, and you need to give your clients as many options as possible when it comes to them being able to check out with you, like, period. Oh, and something else that's really, really dope that a lot of people probably haven't ever mentioned to y'all, there's this company called Sezzle. Sezzle is incredible. So Sezzle will, like, this is any of you guys that have courses or programs, okay, have I used Wix before? Yeah, but if we're coming to, like, moving a lot of transactions, if I'm keeping it funky with you, Wix ain't the move to make, boo. It's not, especially for a retail site. Now, if you're like a consultant or a coach or you're a realtor or something like that, Wix is going to do really, really well by you. But if you actually like are retailing or whatever, that's not it. But anyway, back to what I was saying with Sezzle, okay? Sezzle is the ish, okay? A lot of y'all need to go and get an account with them. They came up on the scene a little while ago, and I was really happy that they were here. So Sezzle is bomb.com. okay? Because what Sezzle will do is people can come and they can basically apply for credit through Sezzle. Sezzle is not really strict on the credit requirements as some of the other companies may be that will allow credit for your clients. And so basically Sezzle will take the money and they will pay you in full, and then they will allow your client to make smaller payments to them, right? So Sezzle is the ish.com. If you don't have a Sezzle account, you definitely need to look into it, because it get it popping out here in these streets, and they have really friendly customer service. It's really easy to learn the little application and how it works, and your customers will be super duper happy. Okay, bum.com. All right, now I like Sezzle more than Afterpay. I like Sezzle more than Affirm. I like Sezzle. Don't start with this. Don't start with this. Look, some of y'all are new, so let me just let y'all know, okay? If I tell you about an app or a software or, like a company or something like that, I am telling you this because that's the one that I prefer over any of the other things. Now, at the end of the day, you can use whatever it is you want to use. Blink, blink, blink. But I am telling you what I use, what my clients use. And one of the things that y'all need to start paying attention to, when you see people that are making copious amounts of coins, okay? And when they're making copious amounts of coins, I'm talking about people, doing high 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures and stuff like that. Pay attention to a lot of the systems and the softwares and the products and the tools and the apps that we're using, because clearly we're using them because they give us the ability to scale our business. Now, again, at the end of the day, you can use whatever you want to use. Okay, you can get down however you want to get down. Lay down how you want to lay down. You picking up what I'm putting down, make it happen the way you want to make it happen. It's your life. You know what I'm saying? This is your business. I'm just telling you what's going to get the best results, okay? Don't mind little old me. I just do, a couple commas, a few million every year through my social media accounts. I'm just a little old person that just did, almost $995,000 in 30 days without no ads. So clearly, there's a reason that I'm saying tap into these specific types of things, okay? So, but at the end of the day, do what you need to do, okay? Do what you got to do. Because if I meet somebody and they earning more than me, and then they be like, I use this and this and this, I'm be like, oh, well, why you use that? What happened with it? I'm not finna be like, well, what you think about this? No, I just want to know why you using that. And I may make the switch. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make a switch for something else in the background. I can't wait to announce it to y'all. I can't wait. But that's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, next thing, when we get into things that no one tells you, let's talk about credit. Okay. I'm about to say something to some of y'all, and it's going to make you mad, but I don't care. I'm telling you this because I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you this because I want you to win, and people been lying to you, and it's going to get you stuck and disgusted, and it's going to get you inside of a dysfunctional cycle that you're not going to be able to escape. So I need you to listen to what I'm saying right now because I love you, okay? Listen to Big Cuz Ashley Ann right now, okay? Hey, Elle, what's going on, boo? Listen to Big Cuz Ashley Ann right now. What I'm about to tell you. Because some of your mamas ain't told you. Some of your daddies ain't told you. Some of your grandmas ain't told you. Some of your uncles and your aunties and your neighbors and your friends ain't told you. You know what I'm saying? Because on the cool, they have very dysfunctional financial lives. And you grew up in financial dysfunction and you didn't know that you grew up in financial dysfunction. And because it was all around you and everyone was participating in it, you think that it's normal. But it's really not. Okay? I hear a lot of black people, we be like, that's what I said. I said, we be like, oh, this just this just a way of life. This is just what it is. The lies you tell. The lies you tell, okay? It is not. Let me tell you something, boo. Credit is a way of life. I don't give a what anybody got to say. Credit is a way of life, okay? And people with good credit, we move through life totally different than people without credit. I know because I'd have seen it for myself, okay? I'd have had bad credit. I'd have had average credit. Okay, I went from good credit to excellent credit, okay? I'd have been through the whole little spectrum, okay? Blinkety blink, blink, blink. I am telling you what I know. And see, this is the thing that a lot of us think. We think that we treat credit like an accessory. And what I mean by that is we get ready to make a big purchase, like a home or a car, or maybe you're thinking like, oh, I may want to get a loan or something. And then you're like, well, I'm going to get my credit together for that. Not understanding you need to have your credit together all the time. Okay? The Lord said, now let's stop playing with God. But for real, okay? In the Bible, it actually does speak about credit. It really does. Y'all think it's a game, but in the Bible, it really does talk about credit, okay? The Lord said, okay? Okay, it's not a side chick. Credit's supposed to be your main squeeze, your main boo. If you are not, I don't care, you better find the money from somewhere, honey. You better start wearing more wigs, stretching them things out. You better get you some cornrows. You better start going to the beauty school to get you a pedicure and manicure. You better cut back on some of your little tasty treats you're trying to buy or something. You better find the money, and you need to go ahead and pay somebody to repair your credit if your credit is trash. And if your credit is okay, you need to pay somebody to monitor it. I said what I said. This is a regular bill. The same way you pay your phone bill, the same way you pay your light bill, the same way you pay, you know what I'm saying? You pay your internet, the same way you pay gas, the same way you pay your mortgage or your rent. You need to be paying the service, period. It is not a waste of money. Because let me tell you something, love muffins. Y'all be out here delusional. Y'all love to lie to yourself. And look, y'all always got some homeboy or some homegirl trying to talk you out of paying a professional. You don't need to pay nobody. You can do that yourself. Look at what I found on YouTube. Look at what I seen on Google. Man, them people just trying to get your money. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You're not going to do it. If you were going to do it, you would have already done it. You are already trying to homeschool your children. You're trying to build your business. You're struggling to put up your social media posts on a regular basis. You're trying to file whatever permits and documents you need for your state. You're trying to do your own bookkeeping through your QuickBooks and learn that. You're trying to go to every webinar you find online. You're out here trying to write a new book, okay? You're trying to cook dinner. You got to grocery shop. You got to work out. You got to keep good posture. You got to drink your water. You got to try and grow your edges. You got to try and retain your length. You got to work your 9-to-5 gig if you got a 9-to-5 gig. You got clients that you got to see. You got to go on discovery sessions. You got to get dressed so you can try and take a picture right and then go and edit it in Snapseed for your own photo shoot that you did at home. Like, stop playing with me. When you gonna do this? You're not going to do it. Stop lying to yourself. You out here trying to, if you're coming through my program, you're trying to build an opt-in page. You got to make a lead magnet, right? We got to make a confirmation page. We got to write out our emails. We got to drop in our integrations. We got to create some other products so we got some order bumps. We got to set up products inside of Samcar. Stop playing with me. What are you doing? No, you're not going to do it. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. Stop it. When is this going to happen? It's not going to happen. If you had time to do it, you probably would. But you don't have time to do it. Okay? And this is too important for you to just be getting around to it whenever you feel like it. I am telling you, it is a way of life. People with good credit live totally different than people with poor credit. And this is the truth. And I'm not just talking about when it comes to making a significant purchase, okay? A lot of y'all are applying for different jobs and gigs and you can't get them because your credit score is trash. And you really can tell a lot about a person and their responsibilities and how they will treat things, right? And how they will treat things that other people give to them or let them borrow through their credit. Okay? Next thing, outside of your jobs and your gigs, I don't know who in here has ever tried to apply for an apartment, okay, or housing, and how about you get denied because your credit is trash, okay? So your bad credit will have you living in an unsafe or an unsavory or undesirable neighborhood because you can't get into where you want to get because your credit is bad, okay? You go and you try and get a phone out here in these streets. Go to AT&T or go to Verizon or go to Sprint out here in these streets and see if they're going to make you pay a big old deposit because your credit is trash. And now all of a sudden, okay, no, you're not listening to me. Your pretty pennies. No, I'm not talking about Experian, okay? Even though I have a little subscription with them, I'm talking about paying an actual company, okay, with people. L.A. Williams in here got a credit company. 25 Credit Repair got a credit company. Tanya King, she does accounting and CPA. I think she works with a couple of credit professionals. There are people that do a good job. You need to get with someone that has a team, okay? People that can do your disputes and they can monitor and see when something comes on, right? And see when to remove something and send all of that stuff. I'm telling you, no. I'd have said what I'd have said. That's fine. You ain't got to listen to me. Go ahead and see what happened whenever you get something that you need to dispute or something that popped up that wasn't supposed to be there. Go and see what's going to happen with that Experian credit monitoring service. Go and see how much help they're going to give you. Go and see if they're going to tell you what documents to send in or if they're going to send them in for you. Go and see if they're going to tell you, if they're going to find the addresses for the president of the company so you can email them or you can send them in your letters with your correspondence. Go and see if they're going to have 5 or 6 different ways to contact that. And if they're going to be sending them 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and 12 letters to go ahead and get it done. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying out in these streets. Again, this is me telling you stuff that nobody tells you whenever you get ready to get into your business, okay? Now, not only that, whenever it comes into housing or rental or a gig or your excessively high car note and gigantic deposit that you have to pay. Do y'all know whenever I go and purchase a vehicle, I literally just call and I say, I want this vehicle. And magically I go in and I get the vehicle. I don't sit in the car dealership for hours with them calling 29 different people trying to see if they can get me finance. That don't happen in my life because my credit is good. I see it, I want it, I get it. I don't have to cash out and put nothing crazy down. I ain't got to do none of that. Like, right? When I go through the airport, I remember taking some members on my team with me the first time, and they were just amazed. And I was just sitting in there. I wasn't even thinking about what's going on, and they were amazed. They were like, I ain't never traveled like this. They were like, you want some other stuff? I'm like, what are you talking about, right? I got good credit, so I get good points with my cards. So I fly first class everywhere I go. If I want to fly private, I can do that too, right? I'm not sitting out here in the regular general population chilling. I go to the lounge unless I ain't got time. Unless it's a quick connection and I don't have time. I'm in the lounge, okay, in a comfortable chair, getting a massage, having someone bring me a drink, having little food that I can sneakity snack on, right? My credit is good, so I got a good card. I can bring 2-3 other people in there with me for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to fight for a charger. I ain't got to sit in no hard seat. They out here sanitizing everything. I'm getting my little warm towels. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here. I'm not moving the way everybody else moving. And I'm telling y'all, if you get your credit right, you get to move a whole nother different way all the time. And this is the thing. And for a lot of y'all think it's just... Y'all think it's like, oh, I need to buy a house or, oh, I need to buy a car. You said, what's wrong with living with the general population? Why would I want to do it if I don't have to? I'd already told you where I came from, and I don't care who feels any kind of way about it. I'm not going back. And if I go back, I will do everything in my power to not get back over here. I'm telling the truth. I don't want to live over there anymore. I live over here, and I like being over here, okay? I don't like gunshots going off on me. I don't like prostitutes walking up and down the street. I don't like a neighbor at the end of the corner having a meth lab. I don't like, you know what I'm saying, the police running up and down and sirens all night. I don't like hearing arguing, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of the night or outside my window. Then you got to hear pop, pop, pop. I don't like this. No. What you mean what's wrong? No, I don't. If you feel fine living there, that's fine. But don't try and put that on me, right? That's the problem with people. Y'all feel like because it's good enough for you that I should be okay with it. That's not what I aspire to in my life. That's not good enough for me, okay? And that's not where I want to be, and that's not where I want my seeds to be. I don't want to grow up, and I don't want to be around people that have a lack mindset. Okay, it's not good to be in a neighborhood where everybody idolizes the dope man and the dope man's girlfriend. And because people are not used to seeing other people that look like them having opportunity, right, becoming a doctor or a lawyer or a marketing director or a CEO or building up a business and being successful, you think this is the only way that you can get to that cash to equalize yourself with everybody else. What you mean? I work real hard, so I get treated real special. Blink, blink, blink. I'm just keeping it 100. And I'm sure there's somebody that has something, you know, some type of way to feel about what I'm saying. That's cool, boo. You got to do you. But I'm doing me. I don't want to be where dysfunction is normalized. I don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? You may be cool being there. I got the fuck out, and I'm not trying to go back. And I'm not going back. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so some people, if you want to be there and you like it, good for you. Stay there. Have a good time. Relish in it. Roll around in it. Do what you want. Do what you want to do. But nah, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. And the truth is, a lot of other people, if they got the opportunity to get up out of it, skirt, we out. We smashing out. You said if you don't like it or agree with this, it's not for you. Exactly, that part. It's just like that. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, some people, they comfortable with it. If you like it there, I love it there for you, but that's not for me. That ain't for me. It just because you want, you know what I'm saying? Just because you like a Honda is a nice car. A Honda is a respectable car. That may be what you want to drive, but don't try and make it seem like it's something wrong with me because I like a Rolls. If that's what I want to be in, that's what I want to be in. Don't make it seem like it's something wrong with me because I like being in the lounge where I don't have to fight for a seat. I don't have to stand in line for food. I don't have to wait for a restroom. You know what I'm saying? I get drinks. I got a charger. I can get a massage. I can even go and get in the pod and take a nap if I feel like it. Why? I can get somebody and they're going to bring me a cappuccino or a latte. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I want to be out here standing in line, sitting on hard seats, phone about to die? I'm over here waiting because there's 9 other people crowded up around the little sparse charger jacks that they got out there paying $20 for a Dasani water, an apple, and a half of a sandwich. Why I won't do that? What you mean? What are you talking about? No, I'm just telling y'all. So if y'all want to, keep rolling with that, keep rolling with that. But to everybody else that's trying to be on this other side, I'm just telling y'all credit is a way of life. Okay? On the cool. On the cool. It just is. And people think that it's just about making a purchase, and it's not just about making a purchase. It literally gets you access into other places and other things that you wouldn't be able to get. If your credit is not good enough, you're not getting an American Express, so you don't get to go into the lounges. If your credit ain't good enough, you're not getting your airline card, so you can't get the maximum on your points, so you can be able to fly you and your team wherever you're going. I'm taking my team on vacation, my whole team, and y'all know I got a big team. We're going on vacation January 4th through the 10th, and it's going to be lit. Do you hear me? Lit. Okay, my company can afford to take my whole team on a trip. I'm just saying, credit is a way of life. If your personal credit ain't intact, you need to go ahead and pay someone who can fix your credit, okay? If your credit is intact, You need to go ahead and purchase someone that can monitor your credit for you and make sure that it stays intact. That should be a regular bill for you. The same way your marketing is a regular expense, your light bill, your cable, your internet is a regular expense. You sit in the airport with one eye closed to get sleep and the other eye watching your luggage. That part, come on now. Ain't nobody got time for that. You picking up what I'm putting down? And like I was telling y'all yesterday, when you go into a bank and you open up your business account with them, if your credit is lit, they are going to give you a business credit card. They will offer you anywhere from 10, I've seen up to $200,000 on the spot. Most of the time I see people get somewhere in between $30,000 and $50,000. Just like that, because they had good credit. They had, they went in, they opened up the business account with them, and they got them hooked up with a business credit card. And then they asked them, did they want to go and speak with someone in the loan department? Because if your business has any needs or you plan on growing and developing, we want to help you. We want to be a part of that. You said, I can agree. I haven't worked in 10 years and my score is well over 700. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's a way of life. And you can hustle without it. You know what I'm saying? And you can make stuff happen without it. But you are going to be amazed with how much easier your life is going to be if you make that a priority and you get that together. Okay? If you get that together, you are going to be amazed. You're going to be like, dang, I didn't know it was like this over here. And the reason a lot of y'all and a lot of us didn't know it was like that, because you grew up in families, okay, where they didn't have access to it either. So they didn't know, right? So you didn't even know. So you just think what you see and what's in your environment is the way that everyone lives, and it's not the way that everyone lives, okay? So on the cool, I would highly advise you guys to get that together. The next reason we need to get that together, because even though your business credit and your personal credit need to be separate, sometimes when your business is new and you are just getting started, and let's say you want to purchase some sizable equipment with your company, maybe you want your company to purchase real estate. Maybe you would like for your company to purchase a vehicle for the CEO, right? Or something like that. Maybe that's what you want to have happening. If your business is relatively new, they may ask you to be a co-applicant or to co-sign, right? But co-applicant is like you and your business are going in together on that venture. They may ask you to do that in order to approve you for whatever it is. Now, once you have a sizable account that's showing up on your business credit and you're making regular payments, the next time you're probably just going to be able to just, go in and let the business do it totally on its own. My business just purchases stuff for me on my own. I don't have to be a co-applicant or a co-signee or anything like that now. But when I first started, the first couple of times, I was a co-applicant with the business. And that's how I got approved. I have enough of my business credit now that shows that I can have a substantial loan, that I pay on time. I have a good credit history, that everything shows is excellent. So now I can just have the business buy whatever the business needs to be without me having to back it. You know what I'm saying? Blinky, blink, blink, blink. Hey, Jewel, what's going on, boo? So, when we're getting into the business credit, a lot of you guys need to start the process of actually building your business credit, because you haven't taken the steps yet. And a lot of people don't even realize, when I start talking about business credit, that their business has a whole separate credit profile than they have as a person. And so a lot of us get into trouble because we get over leveraged, because we're getting things for our business and we're putting it underneath our personal name, right? So that means we have a personal guarantee on it. Now, this can come to bite you in the butt, because when you want to do something for yourself personally, so let's say you're ready to buy a home for you and your family, maybe your wife needs a new car or something like that, and the business is not buying it, but you actually want to go and get that done, right? Maybe you want to have an elective surgery or something like that, or one of your kids needs something, then guess what? If you're over leveraged and they're like, he or she has this and this and this and this and this and this and this on their credit, and your debt to income ratio is crazy, you're going to get denied. And so a lot of times people put everything in their name as a person is because they don't know that their business is its own entity. Like, you need to look at your business like it's a person, like on the cool. So your business is its own entity, and your business has the ability to make its own purchases. Okay. So you have to think about that. So whenever we get into the business credit realm, one of the things that a lot of you guys need to do is you need to go and get an address, and not a P.O. box. You need like a physical address. You can work. There's some virtual companies where you can get an address. Now somebody told me that, and I don't know, I have to investigate this. I'm not sure. I hear debate about it. I know the Postal Service will give you an address, and I know UPS will give a small business owner an address, but I've been told by a couple of people that those addresses from them will not work as a physical address. Again, I don't know if that's true about the Postal Service and UPS. I have just been told that. Yeah, Regis is really good. Regis is a really good company. They have offices all over the country and all over the world, and you literally can go and get there and have an actual address. Okay, but you need a physical address. You also are going to need a phone number. Okay. You need to go and get a line for your business. There's no reason to not have a number for your business, and it cannot be a Google number. You need an actual phone number, okay? You can use a VoIP phone. I use a company called Nextiva. For years, I used 8x8. Dang, y'all, I have been with 8x8. Like, I was with 8x8 for at least 10 years. And I moved over to Nextiva. And I like Nextiva actually quite a bit more than 8x8, and Nextiva is a little bit more cost effective, and Nextiva comes with an actual conference room built into it, which is really, really dope for those of you that have to take conference calls or do consultations and stuff like that. But you actually need you said the creditors will Google the address to see if it's a post office or a UPS store. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I've been told by several people that the post office and USPS will not work. I mean, UPS and the post office won't work. Like I said, I don't know that because I never did those. But I had an actual business, like a physical address. I still have a physical address. But I understand right now we're in difficult times, and I tell a lot of people they rush into getting into a building too fast, and you may not need a brick and mortar business at the time. So going through Regis or something like that to get an address is fabulous. Nextiva is dope for your phone number. A couple of you guys are saying Freedom something. I don't know. Look, this is all I'm gonna tell y'all. This is the disclaimer. Like I said before, whatever app or tool or software or company I'm giving to you is because I know for a fact it works. I know it has good results. When you are sitting and you're listening to people and they have already done what it is that you aspire to do, it is wise to listen to what they're doing because there's probably a reason that they're doing that or using that. When I work with other people and they, are using something or doing something, I'm not going to ask them about other stuff. I'm just going to say like, oh, I want to ask why they did it or what the benefits are. And if they are where I'm trying to get to, I'm rolling over. Like it's all kinds of new softwares and tools and stuff I've been using because I'm in a mastermind and I'm in there with people that are doing $20 million a year easily. I'm ready to do $20 million a year easily. So I listen to what they say and what they do. So all these other things that people are out here, you know what I'm saying, giving to y'all or whatever, if that's what it is, you take that on stuff with a grain of salt, okay? That was you making the decision to, negate whatever it is that I suggested to you or referred to you, okay? I just know what works, okay? I know where you can get them from. So anyway, so that's that. I'm gonna leave y'all with that, okay? You want to be out. This is part of the issue. If I'm keeping it funky, this is part of the issue that people have and why they're not able to succeed. Because a lot of us will get, I don't know if it's an ego thing. I don't know if it's a thing where you just want to feel like like more than other people or something. But I don't know why a lot of people cannot follow directions, or they always want to remix something, or they want to try something else or whatever. And I'm like, no, just stick to the plan. you know what I'm saying? Follow it. You know what I'm saying? Just stick to the plan and follow it. And then after that, okay, and you get good and you start to accomplish stuff and get positive results, then go and change the stuff up. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You're gonna do what you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do what I want to do in life. I don't know. DaVinci is another one outside of Regis, you guys. That's a good place for a virtual office. DaVinci is really, really good too. DaVinci is good too. So you need an actual address. You are going to need a phone number that is not a Google number, okay? You are going to need a URL and a website, okay? And you have to have some type of business email address. So even though I love Google and I love the Google, I love Gmail, y'all, you can go and buy a domain from Google and then you can convert your Gmail address into a business address. You're not going to lose any folders, no emails, no information. You'll still go right into Gmail to log in, okay? I would highly encourage you to do like a contact us or an info or a hello, you know what I'm saying, at your URL. You need to have some type of professional email address that's going to be listed on your website, okay? Now your website can be like a one-page website that you can build inside of a Lead Pages account, or you can build it on a Wix or a Square or whoever, you know what I'm saying? You can put it on a WordPress, but you need to have an actual, like, it needs to have its own domain. Your website can't be, you know, ashleyann.com ashleyann.wix, you know what I'm saying? Or what, it can't be that. It has to be ashleyannSpeaks.com, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is that you do. If you do something with, if you're doing something with like credit and financial services, people get really, really ticky about that. And I would encourage you to not put like credit in your URL. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may just use your last name. Like, if your last name is Johnson, you may put like Johnson Enterprises or Johnson Services or something like that. I hope somebody is picking up what I'm putting down, because when it gets into like financial advising and credit and stuff like that, I don't know why. They just get really finicky about it and really, really ticky. And I literally have seen people getting denied because they had like such and such, you know, credit repair or such and such this and there. So if you can do like some type of services or solutions or enterprises or something like that, that definitely is probably going to be better for your URL and for your website. And even when it comes to running ads, especially if you're going to run them through Facebook and stuff like that, you're going to have a much easier time getting your ads approved instead of sending them to, you know, a traditional site like that. Okay. So next thing, outside of your website and you having a domain and a phone number and an address, of course you need an EIN if you have not applied for your EIN. Now, people always want to try and fight me about this. They always want to try and debate me about this, y'all. Your EIN is free. Okay? I'm sorry to tell you, if somebody charged you to apply for your EIN, honey, they got you, okay? Now just take the L. Don't go over there, you know, like an angry man or angry woman to fight them or beat them up about it. But just take the L, child. Just take the L, okay? But for those of you that don't have an EIN yet, go to the government website, okay? Paris Millionaire say it's big free, okay? That's right, big free. Every time I say this, people always try and argue with me and tell me that it costs a fee. And I'm like, it does not cost a fee. Somebody just got you, boo. Like, it is what it is. It's okay. Like, all of us have gotten got before. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you don't know. But it's free. It literally takes like 10 minutes, if that long, to get your EIN. They're going to ask you some basic stuff like, you know, the business address, the business structure, you know what I mean? Like how it's set up. It's going to ask you, of course, your name. It's going to ask you for your address, for the business address. It's not really going to ask you a lot of stuff. Just some real basic information, and you're going to submit it, and it's going to kick out a number to you. Now, back in the day, you used to have to wait for them to mail you a number, but now they like email you the number instantly, and they send you a hard mail copy. You said I had someone get mad because I didn't want to pay a fee like they did. Right. Right. And I'm like, not for your EIN. Now, you may want to pay a fee, to an attorney to make sure your S Corp is set up right, or, your articles are filed right and stuff like that, with the attorneys and all of that good stuff. But yes, I was about to say that. Go to irs.gov, honey, and get you an EIN for free. Okay? For free. It ain't a lot of things in life that are free, but the EIN is free. Okay? So you're going to get your EIN. We talked last night about getting your bank account. Okay? So you need your business bank account. And there were a couple of you guys that were asking me, you were like, well, can I just open up another personal account and use it for business? No. This is why you need the EIN. So when you go into the bank, they're going to ask every bank is different. Some bank is just going to ask for, your deposit, your EIN. They may want to see like a business card or something like that. And then there are other banks, they are going to want to see your articles. They're going to want your EIN. They may want to see your origination forms. Some of them may also, on top of that, they may start asking you about, like, what do you feel like your average transaction amounts are going to be and things like that. A lot of times that's because they want to see if they can match you up with their processors and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you need to do it, and you need to write, like, don't put your social on the business bank account. You put your EIN in there, and that is the business, okay? That's the business, and that's there, and that is what it is. Exactly. Your EIN is just like your social security number for your business. So you're going to get an EIN, you're going to build a business bank account, and then, like I said, you're going to get a business credit card. If for some reason you cannot get a business credit card, and then you take a personal credit card and you allocate that just for business, right? And we make a note and we say, this is why we had to do it, but this is just for business, and everything that comes on here, these are my business expenses, okay? When you get into a DUNS number, so yes, there's a D&B number, and we can report on it. A DUNS number is kind of like your credit score for your business, but Experian and Equifax also will give your business a credit score too. Your business credit is going to go from 0 to 100. It doesn't go up into 850 like your personal credit. And business credit is also very, very different, because, like, for your person, they look at your debt to income ratio, but you're a business. So whenever we get into being a business, they're expecting you to be making a lot of transactions and things like that. And so once you get your DUNS number, like, it's literally just looking for reporting. You don't have to pay the D&B people like $2,000. Your DUNS number is free. Now, they're going to get you on the phone and make it seem like you got to pay them a whole lot of money, every single month. And, you're not ever going to have business credit without it. That's a whole entire lie, honey. Just get your D&B number. And I'm telling you, Equifax and Experian, they track your business credit too, okay? They have reporting that goes on. You can work with a company called NAV, N-A-V. NAV is dope, okay? NAV is thebomb.com. And what NAV will do is they will help you with your vendor accounts, make sure that they get reported, so that way your business credit is well. Your DUNS number is literally like how they check your business credit. But every agency is different. So some people may not check your D&B number. They literally may go through your Experian or your Equifax. But if you go through the company NAV, N-A-V, then they will assist you with that whole process, okay? When you go through the D&B, get your number. I am trying to warn y'all. They're going to call you. They're going to email you. They're going to send you letters. And they're going to be pressing you hard as they can to pay them however much a month to create your business credit for you and report for you. The D&B number is free. Go over there and get the D&B number, but do not pay for the services unless you want to pay them for the services. But I'm just telling y'all, NAV is the ish, okay? So get your D&B number, get your EIN number, go and get an account with NAV, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, the DUNS number is free. You don't have to pay for the DUNS number. You go and register, get it taken care of, but the company is going to contact you, and what happens is a lot of times, because the company contacts them, they feel like they have to, pay for that. and you don't have to pay for that. Okay, you said spoke to them today for a client. Yeah, but nav is the ish. Okay, nav is the ish.com. All right, so you get your little nav account, you got your little business credit card, you got your little business bank account, you got a little EIN number, you got a little DNB number. We got a website with a URL. Remember, you can go to Google and get a URL for the low, but you can buy a domain from wherever you want to buy a domain at, okay? You get you at least a little one-page website that's set up. Ain't got to be nothing, you know what I'm saying, too fly in these streets. We get us a good business phone number, okay, that is not a Google number. It cannot be a Google number, okay? We get us a good old address. Remember, you can use Regis, and you can use DaVinci, and there are some other ones out there too. They're like local places, but you can go in there and you can actually get a physical address, and all of your stuff needs to match on everything that you do from that point forward. Okay, now some of you guys, you're not going to need a virtual office because you're like me. We actually have brick and mortar buildings. We have warehouses, we have offices and stuff like that. If you already got that, then that's cool. If you work from home, y'all, please just spend the money, okay? This is your business. This is your vision. It's going to come back. This is an investment. You do not want your home address all over the place. And it makes it that much harder for you to get approved for something because now you're commingling your business address with your business address, the business and the personal, okay? Now, I will tell you this, okay? You can have a home office and take those deductions for your taxes. You can have more than one office. I have more than one office, right? I have offices in several locations, right? They know there are lots of people in business that have more than one office. So you can have an office at home, and then you can also have your virtual office, okay? They're like, boom, you can do both. Because I know some people, they're like, well, I want the deduction for my home office. You will still get the deduction for your home office. But we got to have some other physical address, okay? Now, when you go and you fill out documents now, and you're applying for a credit card for your business, or you opening up that business bank account, right, and all of that good stuff, bada boom, bada bang. Everything is lined up with there, right? My business bank accounts, they're all attached to my home office here inside of Little Rock, Arkansas. When I put something in for my business, it's attached to the home office. I'm sorry, not home base. I don't want to make sure I confuse y'all. Not home like the house that I live in, okay? And I do have an office in my home. Y'all know my whole lower level of my house is my office and my studio space down there. So I have a big home office. I got a whole sectional in there. I put up a picture so y'all can see it, okay? But I have a full, but I should say base, my base office. You know, a lot of people call home office the first one. I'm going to say it's a base office. My base office that has an address that's different than the resident where I live and where I sleep at night. Does everybody understand that? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? You need to go through the process of getting this set up. Now, for those of you who don't really have any business credit and we want to start establishing it, remember, your business credit is just graded on you paying on time. They're not looking at debt to income ratio, or they're not looking at the age of the accounts. They're not looking at, you know, so they ain't looking at none of that stuff that they look at for your personal credit. So if we're trying to establish some business credit, I wanted to give you guys some places where you could go and you could get with some companies that are going to report, and they're going to give you accounts. Like pretty much everybody is going to be a yes for the account and it's going to report, okay? And the information that I'm telling y'all right now, y'all think it's a joke. People literally charge thousands of dollars for like what I just told y'all about what you need for your business credit and opening up your bank account and how they have to be separate. And think it's a game. Go out here and see, okay? People literally charge thousands, okay? Thousands for it because people don't understand it, and then people don't know where to go to get everything started at, okay? So places you can go to get your credit really, really quickly and get it popping. And again, don't be a jerk and not pay this. All you got to do is pay on time. All you got to do is pay the minimum payment. That's all you got to do, y'all. You ain't even got to order nothing big, okay? Don't get out here and go crazy in these streets, okay? Don't get out here and be like, I'm gonna get $10,000 worth of stuff. You ain't gotta do that. You can go to these companies and literally order something that's like $50. Okay, blink, 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 and pay it. And you can order something else that's $20, $30 the next month and pay it. Okay, remember, they're just looking to see, are you paying on time? Okay, and these are companies that are gonna report. All right, so Shirtsy. Shirtsy is dope for any of you guys that have t-shirt companies. If you're print on demand, maybe you're new and you want to get like some shirts made for your company and for your brand, and you want to take pictures and stuff. Back in the day, and it's going to happen again, but it'll be probably late 2022 or whatever. But once we get, COVID under control and stuff. But you could go to a trade show or to a booth or something like that. Maybe you just want your shirts so you can look professional when you get on the Zoom or when you get on the camera with people. There are lots of reasons that people actually want, there are lots of reasons why people want to have shirts and gear. So you can go to Shirtsy, SHIRTSY, and they will open up an account. And even if you apply for credit and they deny you, you can still buy something from them and pay 2 or 3 times. Then eventually they will give you like a net 30 terms, and you'll be good to go. Okay. Next company is Uline. I love Uline. I didn't even know that Uline reported to my business credit. I was just going to Uline because Uline would have all the boxes I needed. They would have all the Z-bars I needed. They would have cool little clips and stuff. They were bags. I ordered tissue paper. Some of y'all don't do packaging and presentation and shipping and stuff, but we were running a store and presentation is like big when people are purchasing things from you. And it sounds stupid, but Uline has great rates on tissue paper. Tissue paper with other companies, y'all, is so expensive. And I'm not even talking about getting custom tissue paper, because y'all know the tissue paper we get now is like custom, right? Because I'm big time, so I get to buy like all the stuff I ever wanted, all these beautiful boxes, that you get your planners in, and the pretty tissue paper, and our bags. Some of y'all, I'm gonna have to show. Some of y'all ain't never seen my bag before. Y'all, let me show y'all my bag. Let me show you real quick. Now this bag did not come from Uline, but since I'm talking about it, let me show you my bag real quick, okay? Don't look, my background a little dirty today. It is what it is, okay? Don't judge me. But let me go get my bag. Okay. Oh, child. Let me tell you this. Okay? These little funky sheets of tissue paper cost a lot of money. Okay? And this is why I would start ordering from Uline, because the tissue paper was cheap, but it was good quality tissue paper. Okay? He said she got a big house. She can't hurry up. Let them know, boo. Okay? I'm living lavish. But anyway, even getting like your bags done. Aren't these cute? This is how I did it up, but this is a good one. This is a good one.com. So you don't have to order a lot. You can just order tissue paper. You can order cute little bags. These are made special for us though, because it has the imprint, and y'all see it has my little crown on it and my little social media logos. They're all gold foily or whatever. And they're like raised up and embossed or whatever. But yeah, your boxes, if you need to order boxes, some of you guys have gotten these boxes. Y'all know we have all kinds of cute stickers and stuff like that, but you don't have to like go crazy. Little prosperity pins and stuff like that. You don't have to go nuts. Like you can just order like some small stuff. But Uline is really, really dope. They do report to the credit company, and you don't have to like have like a super humongous order to do it. Okay? The next company that works and reports is called Creative Analytics. If you guys need any of their services, this would be a good company for you to work with. I'm at least, starting off for a hot 120 to maybe, I would say anywhere from like 4 months to a year. You know what I'm saying? To work with them too. So Creative Analytics is another good one that reports that a lot of people don't know about. Quill is the next one, where you can go and get your little office supplies and all of that good stuff too. Summa Office Supplies. A lot of people don't know about Summa. Summa is ish.com. Summa Office Supplies, dope.com. What they do? Office supplies. All of us in here need office supplies. Don't you need printer paper? Don't you need pens? Don't you need Post-it notes and tape and glue sticks? Don't you need notebooks? Right? Like don't you need that stuff? But Summa Office Supplies does report. Okay. And then I don't know if y'all remember, I told y'all to go ahead and get an account with Nav. Nav, they will help you build up your business credit. But guess what? If you're doing like the little monthly installment with them, Nav will actually report. Blinkety blink, blink, blink. And a lot of people don't realize that. So Nav is bomb.com because it's going to report on your credit that you guys are accurate, okay? And outside of them reporting that you're current, okay, and they're helping you build your business credit, you're going to be able, you're going to be able to get the bonus from it. So Nav is ish.com, like bomb.com, all right? So that's where we're going to stop at tonight. Blinkety blink, blink, blink. That's where we're going to stop at tonight. I think tomorrow we may try and tackle some business expenses that people don't really think about, or that people are not separating, because there are a lot of business expenses, that you guys can be, getting deductions for. Yeah, because all of us are in the situation to where we get credits. I'm one of those people. I just am lit. I'm like happy. I don't, if I ain't got to pay in, I'll be like, hey. But some of you guys still get credits. And so basically the difference between your deductions and your credits, deductions will lower your tax liability. A credit can lower your tax liability, and it also can cause you to get a refund, right? So that means you can get money back from it. Oh, you guys are so welcome. We're going to do a few questions. If you guys found this helpful, I can tell you this. You definitely are going to love the Profit Chronicles, and you're going to find it very helpful. Profit Chronicles is focused all on sales and marketing. It's going to be covering how I made almost $995,000 in a 30-day window with no Facebook ads and no YouTube ads. Blinkety blink, blink, blink. So if you want that, click the link in the bio and tap the first button. If you found tonight and last night helpful, you're definitely going to find that series helpful. So you want to go ahead, click the link in the bio, tap the first button, and get it cracking, okay? Get it popping in these streets, okay? While it's on pre-sale, because that's where it's at its lowest price right now. It's 95% off, okay? So let's do a couple questions. I had to look at the clock because I got a couple more things I got to do in these streets. Recommendation for a good business card. So you can go through a local printer and they can make you some really amazing cards. But I'll be honest, people be trying to crap on Vistaprint. Vistaprint is a good way to start. They're going to give you a decent card. The price is going to be really, really good. And you're going to get a lot of them. Now, you can, of course, order cards through one of the companies that, I just gave to you guys. But people be out here trying to hate on Vistaprint. Vistaprint is good, and they are fast, honey, and they make stuff happen the way it needs to happen in these streets. Woo, 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 woo. Boop-a-doo, boop, boop, boop. Let's see. Is it nav.com? Yes. Nav.com is where you can go. Right. Hey, people be hating on Vistaprint, baby. They do. They be hating on Vistaprint hard. Let's see. Can we use credit repair professionals as a business expense? If they're doing your, they are service providers, especially if they're doing your business credit. You also like your retainers for your lawyers. If you're like in the chamber or something like that, your business licenses, all of that stuff. If you're like in a leads group, and most leads groups have like a membership fee, your masterminds, your courses and your classes that you guys buy. A lot of people don't realize you guys are allowed to use that for education. So when y'all are buying courses and classes and y'all are learning ads and all that kind of stuff from us, you can use it. You can use it. A lot of that stuff that you can use. What month in the spring might Instacoin open back up? I don't know. I know you want me to have an answer for you. I don't know, boo. It depends on what's happening with my life. It depends on how much time I have. Y'all know, because I'm very involved in my courses. I actually run the insight sessions and stuff like that. So I don't know. I know you want me to tell you it's going to open in May or open in April or something. I don't know. When did I open it up this year, y'all? When did I wait? I waited until did I wait until May? It was late. I just wasn't into it. I couldn't carve out the time earlier enough this year. And so it was late this year. So I don't know. It just depends. I'm liable to go all year and not open it up. Like that's what happened with Biz Bootcamp. Biz Bootcamp stayed closed this whole entire year, and I opened it up for International Money Day, and then I closed it, and ain't nobody got back in. So it depends. So I literally could go like the whole year. Everybody's saying May. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it could be March or something. I don't know. I can't make no promises to you, boo. Let's see. Recommendations for good business cards. We did that one. Have you decided if Instacoin will be 60% off? I may do a 60 or 65% off. I'm really thinking about doing like a last call before the end of the year. Maybe like the last 2 or 3 days of the year, I give people a last chance to jump into Instacoin. I thought Instacoin, you just opened it up the other day. I did, boo. I opened it up for Cyber Monday and closed it right on back down. I opened it back up and I closed it right back down. That was just it was just a way for people to be able to jump in. So yeah, it was just a way for people to jump in. But more than likely, if I'm being honest, I would probably allow people another opportunity to come into Instacoin like right before the end of the year. Because like everybody was saying, I didn't open it up until May. So, it just depends on what's happening with my schedule. Can you name again some of the credit monitoring services you recommend? Yeah, 25 Credit Repair is really, really good. I don't know if L.A. Williams is still in here. She was in here earlier. She is fan-freaking-tastic. She does an amazing job. That finance chick is not going to do like the repair, but she will help you take the proper steps. A lot of y'all should be following Artiqua anyway. She's good with investing, savings, helping people get insurance policies, all that good stuff. For sure. How do you get an American Express to increase your business credit? Okay, that's a very interesting question. And there are a few different ways. I'll tell you about the 2 ways that I know that people get the American Express Platinum card. So sometimes people get the American Express card. They may start with like an airline card. So for instance, Delta, if you fly with Delta a lot, they're always in the airport and they're like, hey, you want a card? You want a Delta card? You want a Delta card? Those are issued by American Express. And so sometimes people will get the airline card and then they will transition from that into the actual Platinum card, okay? If your business has been around for a while and you have your business credit established, like what we were talking about, and you're, like we've talked about, you guys going and grabbing these accounts and you're paying on time and you have good business credit, you actually can go through American Express. and your business can apply. So like my platinum card is my business. Like my business has the platinum card, if that makes sense. So that's how I did it. And then sometimes you can do a business card, but they may have you be like a co-applicant with the business. And so again, if your business maybe hasn't been around as long, or maybe you don't have like a lot of business credit established, but you have a business, but like your credit is not LA like Lima Alpha. Her name is L-E like Echo, E-L-L-E. So L is not, that's why you can't find her. It's L like L magazine, E as in Echo, L-L-E. But you may be like a co-applicant, right? And so if you're a co-applicant, then basically it's still going to be a business credit card for you, and it will report on your business credit. But basically, because your business maybe doesn't have any credit established right now, they're just saying, you know, you guys are going to do this together. So that's another way that you can do it. I've heard of other ways that people have gotten American Express Platinum cards. But outside of just having good credit, you know, and applying that way, I don't know about too much of these other ways that people go about doing it. I haven't ever really tried any of those, I guess because I haven't had a reason to do it. Do you know anything about a resale license? Yes and no. And the reason I'm saying yes and no, resale licenses are totally different for every single state. Literally every single state has different qualifications for your resale license, how you can use them, how much they cost, what they're going to charge you. Like some states with the resale license, they charge you your fee based on a percentage of what you're selling. With some states, you just pay like a flat annual fee. With some other states, depending on what you're selling, will determine on, you know, what type of category they put you in for the resale license. So literally, you're going to have to go and look at the state that you're in and see what their requirements are for your resale license and what you can sell with it. Could you please talk a little about how to save efficiently in terms of personal savings? Yes and no. I'll give you a little quick snippet on it. I feel like everybody, for me, I live out of percentages. I feel like you can start saving even if you don't have that much money, if you gear your mind to percentages and not dollar amounts. I think a lot of people get discouraged when they're trying to save because they're like, oh, I have to put up $1,000 a month, or I have to put up $200 a month, instead of saying, I'm just going to put up, 20% of this or 10% of that. So like first thing you're going to need to do is you need to actually list out your expenses that you have like every single month. And not only do you need to list them out, you need to basically understand your cash flow. You need to list out like the date that those things are coming out. Then you need to look at your money that comes in, and you need to put down the date every month that your money comes in. So now you can start the process, right? Now you can start the process of trying to figure out of like if you need to change any days, adjust any days. Do you need to like let go of anything? You know what I'm saying? All of those sorts of types of things. Once you see what percentage of your money is actually taking you to live or to cover your expenses, then you can start figuring out what you want to do with the remainder, right? So let's say you calculate everything and 60% of your income is going to your essential expenses. So that's like your housing, your vehicle, your insurance, paying your general bills and all of that good stuff. And you got 40% left. That's ideal. A lot of people realistically, like probably 80% of their income is probably going to essential expenses right now. And you can change that over time, for sure. But let's say 80. Let's say 80. Let's be real conservative. Let's say 80. And so that means you got 20% of your income left. Now, realistically, you want to put yourself in a position where you're going to be able to win. A lot of people will be like, I'm cutting out everything. No cable, no drinks, no snacks, no powwows with the girls, no clothes, no shoes, no Fashion Nova, no tea, no latte. They be like, nothing. They be like, I ain't doing nothing, right? That's unrealistic. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna stick to it, or you stick to it, you're gonna have a miserable life. So don't take that route. Don't do that. But with that 20% that's left, we have to figure out how we're gonna divide up that pie, right? So you may say, out of my 20% that's left, I'm gonna take 50% of that 20%, right? So that's essentially 10%, and I am going to turn this into a savings, right? Maybe that's what you decide to do. And so that's what you're going to put into your savings account. Out of that 10% that's over there in your savings, you may split that in two, and you're going to say, or maybe you're going to split it. Yeah, you're going to split it into two, and maybe you're going to say 25% of that, I'm going to use that for investing. Maybe you're using like the Robinhood app, or you're doing Coinbase because you're into cryptocurrency or something like that, and you will take that 25% of that little 10% chunk, right? You would take the 25% of that, and that's what you would put into there. And then you may take the remainder 80 of that 10%, 80% of the 10, and you would take that, and that is what you would actually put in to build a pad or a cushion in your account. The next thing, because you got a remaining 10% left, maybe that's what you're going to use for like entertainment, right? And you're going to say, out of this little 10% that's left, I'm going to take 80% of that and use it for my entertainment budget, and I'm going to take the other 20% and I'm going to use that for my emergency fund, or for my trick money, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can figure out how you want to divide it, but I live out of percentages. So one of the things I started doing a few years ago, and some of y'all probably think this is crazy, but it works. I started a tithe match. Literally, whatever I paid in tithes, I would pay it to myself. And I still was putting regular money into my savings account. That was like extra. I challenged myself. I was like, I can do this. And so whatever I was paying in my tithes, I literally and I still do it to this day. Whatever I pay in my tithes, I literally take it out and I match myself. And so normally at the end of the year, I have a big old lump sum. I'll do the Christmas party for my family, like a big holiday party. I buy gifts, you know what I'm saying? I buy something nice for myself. And then I take the other part of that money that's left, I divide it in half, and half of it immediately goes into like an investment account. And so I invest whatever I want to do. And then the other part, I may stick it into like, I don't know, maybe like a benefits account or something like that. But I find something to do with it that's going to be beneficial to me in the long run. But the tithe match is one of the greatest things I ever did. And then I think, you didn't ask me this, but I think a lot of people get into trouble because when they start getting more income, they start spending too fast. I think when your income increases the first couple of times, I think you need to keep your expenses the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, allow yourself a chance to catch up and to get ahead. And so, like, if you can hang out where you're at for another 6 months, or I'll say another 6 to 18 months, if you can. Now, sometimes you're not in the situation where you can do that. Sometimes you're in a situation and you gotta move, you know what I'm saying, right away, or you gotta get health insurance, or you know what I'm saying. Sometimes you're in a situation where you're not able to keep your expenses where they are. But if you're in a situation where you can keep your expenses what they are for maybe like a year or a year and a half, when your income went up, that's when you're really going to get ahead of the game. A lot of people, they start making more income and they make those expenses go up immediately instead of giving themselves time to make a big pad or a cushion, and develop an emergency fund and stuff like that. So yeah. Can you talk about how to leverage your business to purchase a car? Will this be saved? I'll leave it up for a day or two. It's not really that hard. I mean, we talked about it during the broadcast already. You get make sure your business credit is being established. Your business needs an address. It needs a phone number, not a Google number. It needs an EIN. It needs a URL and a website. It needs a bank account. You want to get a business credit card. If you can't get a business credit card, I gave you guys 7 different places where you can go and get accounts with them, and those people will actually report on your business credit every single month. So that's going to help you establish your business credit. You call up a dealership one day, you say, do you guys do commercial financing? They say, yes, we do. I'm going to send you to Ron or whoever the commercial financing guy is. You're going to submit the information. You're going to put in your EIN, all your vehicle information and stuff like that. And they're going to run it. It normally takes them 5 to 10 minutes. They come back and say, okay, what would you like? Like, it's really that simple. Sometimes, like I said, if the business is newer, also like if the business hasn't had like any large loans, you know what I'm saying, or anything like that, then they may ask you to be a co-applicant or a co-signee, and that's basically they're going to run your credit, and you just basically sign and you say, yes, I'm responsible for this if the business can't be responsible for it. That's it. It ain't hard. Like I don't know why people be trying to make it like it's like some complex process. It's really not. Now, if you don't have your business credit set up, like I was telling you guys, because I spent this whole broadcast talking about business credit. If you don't have your business credit set up, then you're not going to be able to go and do that, because why would they give it to you? You know what I'm saying? Your business hasn't shown that it's credit worthy. But if your business credit is set up and your business is established and it has an address and a bank account and an EIN and a phone number, you know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff, yeah. Just like that. No questions. I just wanted to say I'm really proud of you, Ashley. Been watching you for so long. Oh, thank you, Jazzy Estates. I can't see the rest of it, but thank you so much. I appreciate that. How can you protect yourself from customers who dispute valid transactions? That is a really good question. So every company has different ways that they do this. For us, we use CYA. You will notice if you purchase any product from us, we can tell you when we sent it to you. We can tell you when it was open. We can tell you all of that. And so for us, we make sure, you know, if the bank hits us up and they're like, this person is disputing this because of XYZ, they say that they didn't get the product, then we will actually send videos, and we're like, hey, here we are, is this date, is this time, we're logged into our system, this is this customer's email, or this is this customer's name, here is the back end. Here you can see that it was emailed to them at this date and this time. Here you can see that they've opened it up, 3 times. They did receive the product, right? Or maybe even if it didn't open it, here it is. Like it was emailed to them at this date and this time. Here's the email where we reached out to the customer to tell them that we emailed it to them, that we can send them a copy, and we even offered, to provide them a link or whatever. And normally you're good to go. But that's the big thing is like CYA. You have a paper trail of everything. It can't be your word against the customer's word, because the company is automatically going to take the customer side. So you have to make sure that you have your systems in order. And that's another reason why I was telling y'all, whenever, there are certain apps or softwares or tools we're using, there's a reason that we're using those. Like, and some of y'all are trying to cut corners and you're like, oh, you can use this. It's only this much a month. But that system that you just told somebody to use, it doesn't have those capabilities that I just talked about. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best way. If you're doing a program or a course, you can send over an agreement for the clients to sign. So like, for instance, people that work with me for one-to-one coaching, or if they're doing like a high-dollar product and stuff like that, they have to sign an agreement with us. And we have a lot of email correspondence. Even if I talk to somebody on the phone, I'm immediately going to turn around and say, per our conversation, blah, 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 clickety, click, click, clack, 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 or whatever. No, it's for services too. That's how we go about getting it done. Like, you create a paper trail. I had to learn how to do that, like, really, really tough, especially in the event design and production company. When it comes to events, man, people will get finicky. They'll say, oh, I want this and I want that. And then you'll change it, and they'll come back later and they'll be like, I didn't say I wanted that. I'm like, actually, you did. You know what I'm saying? You said you wanted this on September 9th at 7:33 p.m. Here it is where you emailed me and you asked me for it. And then here it is where I returned the email and said, absolutely, we can get it done. And then you emailed me back and said that will be great. So it's for, you know, your own protection and for theirs. On anybody in here will tell you when they've been on a consultation call with me, it's recorded. I tell people, I say, okay, give me 1 second, let me start our recording. You know what I'm saying? I not only do I record our call, I send copies of the calls to my clients. I ain't got nothing to hide, honey. So if somebody ever try and hit me up and be like, this woman did not offer me consulting services, use a dirty lie, okay? A dirty, stanky lie. Because not only did I give you these services, we have recordings, you know, to show that we've been on the phone over 8 hours or 9 hours, and here's all the emails, and we can see you going in and out of the videos, and that you got access and all that kind of stuff. So cover your behind, CYA. So you need to have to, yes, you have to document what's said and done. Absolutely, you have to. So again, some of y'all gonna learn your lesson the hard way because y'all don't want to pay for some of these softwares and some of these systems to put things together, and it's gonna end up getting you into a world of hurt. So a whole dirty lie, girl. So anyway, y'all, that's what we're gonna stop at for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope y'all are liking this little series over business things no one tells you. I hope y'all are finding it helpful and useful, and that you're going to actually go out and you're going to apply some of these things that I've been telling you guys over the past couple days. Tomorrow, I want to talk about regular expenses. Y'all know last night I really was saying you need to find a good CPA. You need to find a good accountant, but you have to make sure that they do strategy, right? That is so important. Some accountants just account, and that's fine. That may be cool when you start up, but when you start making money, you want to have somebody that's going to be able to help you along the way, and they're going to be able to advise you on what your facts need to be. That's super duper important. Do not be out here thinking you can do your taxes on your own, or like I said, getting taxes done with your boyfriend's cousin's girlfriend down in the basement or in the back of her apartment, and now all of a sudden you screwed over. You know what I'm saying? Just pay the money and get the services done, and you're gonna be so grateful for it, okay? And remember, y'all can't keep taking all these L's all the time in these streets. You cannot do that. Can I recommend a CPA? I recommended like 3 or 4 of them last night, but Miss Business 101 is really, really good. I don't know if she's taking clients or not right now, but Miss Business 101 is lit. And if she's not taking clients, you should still follow her because she gives a lot of tips and she gives a lot of good information. She stays up on the code, she stays up on the laws, and she really is out to see, you know, how she can mitigate her clients' tax liability. She's really, really dope. So anyway, y'all, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. If it's morning time or daytime where you are, have a productive and a prosperous day. If it's evening time, get yourself a good night's rest. If you enjoyed this content, I am telling you, you're going to enjoy the Profit Chronicles. That's what we're rolling into next. Go ahead, click the link in the bio, tap the first button. That's how you can get it for pre-sale. It will be a whole 95% off. Until 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is 10:35 p.m. where I am right now, so do the math, all right? Bye, everybody, and I'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. All right, I love you guys. Have a fabulous day. Stay safe, stay clean. Like what we teach, works. Blink, blink, blink. Boom, there we go.